All right, first round of H-Gas eliminations right here as we are going for the big bucks right here. We've got Doug Loudermilk in the Beelzebub. He's the number 2 qualifier, taking on the Knoxville, Tennessee racer Todd Hines in the Corn Pop, that 53 Studebaker that sits in the quick time performance lane. Loudermilk in the Larice Motorsports Insurance lane here on the right-hand side. You would think he has the definite performance advantage, but once again, as we've seen, you got to get it to that 660-foot stripe. Just to answer a couple of questions on our live feed out here, a couple of people are saying that why don't we run quarter mile? Well, it's just not set up. We never have ran a quarter mile. We've always been 8th mile racing. And when you're running these nostalgia cars and the cars of the yesteryear era, you know, it's awful hard on parts even to the 8th mile, much less if we stretch that out and double that to the quarter mile. So that's a couple of the reasons behind that, just to let you guys know. The number 2 qualifier, number 3 qualifier, Larry Noel in the Crazy Horse, the 1948 Anglia from Aiken, South Carolina. He sits in the Larice Motorsports Insurance right lane. In the quick time performance lane on the left side is Scott Pardee in the 1960 American Rambler, the American Woman. Light. Scott Pardee going to be the benefactor of that, and he'll move on to round number 2. But Larry Noel letting the clutch out too early, and that's going to put him on the trailer here today. The number 1 qualifier in H-Gas today, Robert Frasier out of Bristol, Tennessee, brings his newly constructed car, and the number 1 qualifier here today to the quick time performance left lane, as he has a bye here by virtue of being that number 1 qualifier. So it looks like he did a burnout through the water box right here, so Robert Frasier going to make a pass right here for elapsed time so he can have, or try to have, lane choice over Scott Pardee, the guy he's going to be racing in the second round coming up. And just like that, he will have lane choice over Scott Pardee, as H-Gas will come back around for round number 2. fans, we are just about getting ready to get started back. You might want to make your final selections at the concession stand, at the Southeast Gas or Gear tent, or wherever you may be, and make your way back to your seat for racing action. All right, here we go. We're going to lead this off with H-Gas, semifinal matchup right here. Scott Partee and Robert Frasier going to go at it, and Doug Loudermilk going to have the bye on the bottom half of the semifinal bracket. So the Larice Motorsports Insurance lane going to be occupied by Scott Partee out of Florida right here. The 1960 Rambler wagon, the American Woman on the side. Ironically enough, this used to be Rita Frazier's car. He bought it several years ago from Rita and Robert Frasier, and now he's going to race Robert Frasier in his brand new 63 Volvo. Robert Frasier really has found a motor combination that works really well in this H-Gas category, being brought to the line by his partner, wife, and crew chief, Rita Frasier, out there in the Quick Time Performance left lane. All right, both cars getting ready to get into the pre-stage right here as we get ready to start the second round of H-Gas eliminations. Pretty close lead by both drivers. Partee with an advantage right there, but not enough as Robert Frasier powers through the big end and beats him to the 660-foot stripe. So Robert Frasier will move on to the finals here today at South Georgia Motorsports Park in H-Gas. He's going to be taking on Doug Loudermilk. So Loudermilk looks like he rolled through the water box. He's going to make an attempt right here for elapsed time. So he can try to get lane choice away from Robert Frasier, who has really favored that left lane all day, and that is the one that Loudermilk is in right now. SEGA, we need you to the lanes, please. SEGA, we need you to the lane as Doug Loudermilk takes it down the racetrack and does achieve lane choice by 1/1000th of a second. So Doug Loudermilk will have lane choice over Robert Frasier in the finals here today. That could make a difference as both of those cars within 1/1000th of a second on that run. All right, Rob Walden driving the Dixie Twister for Rocky Platt. Rocky, the son of Houston Platt. And this car, the 1965 Chevy 2 Fastback, is a replica of the Dixie Twister. This car was commissioned to be built by Sonny Hall with the family approval of the Platt family. Kelvin Cannon constructed the car, fabricated the car, built the car. Then the car was sold to Rocky Platt upon the passing of Sonny Hall. And now Rob Walden has that car in elimination here today. Looks like we got something leaking from underneath the car, so officials are shutting down the Dixie Twister. Unfortunate here that will put Alan Platt with a competition single. Looks like something in the radiator area possibly. Hopefully it'll be quick to be cleaned up. Alan Platt will take the win right here and move to the finals. We need B-Gas to the lanes, please. B-Gas. C-Gas and B-Gas, you should already be coming to the lanes. So Alan Platt going to take the win right there on the competition single. All right, Robbie Walden going to be driving the Sam Gable car, the Moonshot 2. Loganville, Georgia, where Robbie Walden calls home. He's the son of Rob Walden, who you just saw driving that Dixie Twister. grandson of the famous Mr. 409, Lamar Walden. Lamar Walden. So, third-generation racer right here, being backed up by his girlfriend. Robin Harris going to be helping out over there with Todd Wimberly in the Southern Comfort, the 65 Ford Falcon. Both motors built by the Lamar Walden Race Shop. Both mechanically fuel injected on methanol. 477 cubic inches is the motor of choice in that Moonshot 2. So the winner of this one going to take on Alan Platt in the Georgia Shaker 3 in the AFX Finals here today. Todd Wimberly looks like he's got the whole shot advantage. He does. Todd Wimberly with an 084 light on the tree takes the win right there. So that is going to be a tough matchup for Alan Platt as Todd Wimberly makes a blistering pass down the racetrack to reach the finals, where he'll take on Alan Platt coming up later on tonight.
In 2025, AFX and Southeast Gasser Association competition is a championship class for the first time in its history, with SEGA no longer just making exhibition passes. And the man who turns on the first win light in history in SEGA for AFX as a championship class is Alan Platt. Alan Platt, you are the first man to turn on a win light in AFX and SEGA competition as a championship class. The other competition might have broke, but a win light's a win light.
Every time. We'll take it too. Yeah, man, couldn't be any happier, man. We're going to the final round, and we're about to see who that's going to be. I got a good idea. It's going to be all Ford final.
All Ford final. Certainly Ford fans would enjoy that. What do you think this year of AFX finally getting the championship nod?
Well, man, I mean, we're waiting for it for years, I'll tell you the truth, and I hadn't been able to sleep since they announced it. Waiting for this race and just want to get out here and start earning the points towards that championship, man. You know, that's just what we're thinking about. That's what's on our mind.
Alan Platt is certainly well on his way, possibly to a championship, being the one to get the first win light in AFX.
The quick time performance lane on the left side. Once again, fans, as we've made it down to our finals, we want to invite all the fans that would like to join us at the end of our staging lanes back here, where you see the winner's circle set up. Come back there, join our winner's circle, see your favorite driver receive his trophy today, and you might could even get a picture with them with their winning championship trophy here from South Georgia Motorsports Park. Robert Frasier now is in the pre-stage. Good lead by both drivers. An advantage right there to Doug Loudermilk. That's been made up by half track. And Robert Frasier wins the first ever H-Gas Cup. H-Gas trophy in competition right here. So Robert Frasier wins the first one. And he'll go down in the record book as the man who did that here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Congratulations to Rita and Robert Frasier on your win today in
H-Gas. The first time for a winner with this class being a championship class in Southeast Gassers Association competition. It is Robert Frasier getting the job done here at South Georgia Motorsports Park.
Yep, that's good. We've been waiting on this for a long time with the class. So we will play it out the rest of the year, plan on being champion.
You certainly are well on your way, picking up the points here, winning to go on and win that championship. But you got some tough competition, and you got more cars coming. It's good for this class.
Good for the class. It's good for the class. The bugs are going to be tough, as you just saw, but it's good. It's good. Good close race.
Certainly a good close race. It is good racing in Southeast Gassers Association competition. Robert Frasier, your winner here at the Spring Nationals, presented by Harbin's Mechanical at South Georgia Motorsports Park.
Lamar Walden race engine under the hood for Todd Wimberly. Blair Patrick race engine under the hood for Alan Platt, sporting 427 cubic inches of FE Ford power. The Ford Edsel in the left lane. Robin Harris going to help out Todd Wimberly. Bringing him up to the line. Heather Peak going to help out with Alan Platt, bringing the Georgia Shaker 3 up to the line, the replica of the Alan's father, Hubert Platt's car. Who's it going to be winning the first ever championship trophy here from South Georgia Motorsports Park in AFX? Starting line advantage to Todd Wimberly, and he takes the win. So Todd Wimberly from McDonough, Georgia, in the Southern Comfort, wins the first AFX race of the year here at South Georgia Motorsports Park.
The second edition in the championship classes here in Southeast Gassers Association competition is AFX. We just talked with the winner of H-Gas, Robert Frasier, first time ever for their championship class as it is now. Todd Wimberly, you are the first ever winner in AFX as a championship category. There's not many firsts in drag racing, and you got it done in, well, the cool old cars of funny car racing.
It feels really good too. When we started yesterday, we weren't that great off the trailer, and we made some big changes today. We swung at it all day and got faster every run and had a tough matchup against Alan Platt in the Georgia Shaker, but we got it done. So really proud of the team, Wimberly Racing, LWA for the horsepower, G-Force for the transmission, worked together and we did it.
All Ford final, a Ford wins it. You've been a champion of this class for years. It's finally a championship category in SEGA racing. Your thoughts on the remainder of this year and what it could be for this class?
I think we're looking good. I know we've got another car coming out for Alabama. I just talked to Jimmy Huff today. He's building an AFX car. He's actually going to convert his wagon to an AFX car. Tim Hall's talking about building a car, so it's looking up, you know. Hopefully, you know, by mid-season we could have 6, you know, optimistically, maybe 8. So we're hoping for the best.
Well, what we do know, Todd Wimberly is the first ever winner in AFX as a championship category here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Spring Nationals presented by Harbin's Mechanical. Hey SEGA fan, Lee Kraft here. What you just watched on the Southeast Gassers Association YouTube channel is a trimmed down version of whichever category you just watched from our live stream at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Be sure to subscribe right here to the SEGA YouTube channel. More races will be streamed, and when not, you will still be able to see the great racing action that SEGA displays. There is no rival.